Good morning. Happy Friday, Army. It's Heidi Allen, founder of the Positive People Army. I hope you're all just as excited as I am that it's Friday. It's a great day out here in Toronto. We're actually having summer weather all of a sudden. It's kind of amazing after the wet summer that we've had. My fabulous husband, Mike Allen, is driving me in. Hi, honey.
Morning.
And so yes, I'm driving into work this morning, and I wanted to talk to everybody today about our inner compass. And why I wanted to talk about this is my very dear friend, see this amazing little compass? My very dear friend and one of your new creative core members, Jennifer, gave me this amazing compass from her company, Cool Way Sports, and I absolutely love it. And the greatest thing about it is I've had it on my purse. I've been carrying it around. It's really nice because it has this like great clip, which I really love. And I clipped it on my purse, and it's like every time I would pick up my purse, it's kind of very close to the handle, I would kind of touch this compass. And it's really made me think about our own inner compass that we have. We all have that inner compass. And sometimes we forget, sometimes we're a little out of sync and we feel very lost. We don't feel on track. We don't feel like we're being guided. We don't feel like we know where we're going. We don't know if we're going north, south, east, west. We really don't know. And yet that compass is always inside of us. It's always there, and it's always guiding us, because of course we're all on this incredible journey called life. I also like to call it our adventure. It's pretty fantastic. And so I just wanted to talk and maybe like get us all back to listening and getting in sync with our compass, because like I said, it's always there and it's always guiding us. So the first thing you can do is I want you to really start paying attention to all of the feelings, the emotions, the things that are happening in our life, be it that it's happiness, sadness, frustration, anxiety. I know some of us, we really do deal with some anxiety in our life, and all of those things are coming up. Our inner compass is continually giving us all of these different emotions because we're supposed to be paying attention. These emotions are teaching us and guiding us every single time they come up. It's kind of like this. If you don't pay attention to these amazing emotions that are coming up and why they are there, if you don't pay attention to those things, it's no different than if you're sitting in a classroom. So we're sitting in a classroom and we're being taught the most incredible information, which are those emotions, those things that we're going through. And instead of listening and paying attention to it, what are we doing? We're looking out the window and we're daydreaming. So if you don't pay attention to those amazing things when our inner compass is guiding us with those emotions, they're all there for a reason, then you're just daydreaming through your life. And there are times where you're really supposed to be paying attention and let those things teach you. There's also, you got to remember that all of those things that are coming up, as you're paying attention to these emotions, I also want you to make sure that you're looking for all the consistencies in your life. So all of those things that keep coming up time and time again, and very much, now I'm going to go back to that inner compass and we're following this road. If you're continually getting green lights all the way, you know how that feels when you're like driving to work and you're late and you get one green light after another. And sometimes our inner compass is guiding us down that road with all the green lights. But sometimes we're getting red lights and we're getting them over and over again. These are the consistencies I'm talking about. Or all of a sudden, there's all of these detours that keep coming up. We keep trying to go down that straight road, and these emotions and these things that are coming up in our life, these signs, keep detouring us off of that road. And yet for some reason, we keep getting back on that road again. Pay attention to these consistencies. If you're continually getting those detours or you're continually being stopped, pay attention. That's your inner compass talking to you guys. That's exactly what it's doing. And we have to listen to this inner compass because, again, like I said, it is teaching us and it is guiding us. I love to, when I get in sync with my inner compass, I kind of like to reflect on the things of my successes and my mistakes, because they are right there are some perfect examples of one, when we reflect on our successes, that is a great reminder of when we were truly listening to our inner compass. And it's really funny. I was talking to a colleague at work the other day, and she was going on and on about, she just didn't feel like she was where she wanted to be in life. She just wasn't where she wanted to be. And I was fascinated by this because I know the accomplishments this woman has had. I know what she has done. And I said to her, I'm like, I want you to sit for a second and I want to just point out all the incredible things that you've done over the last few years, all those successes. Like, you're doing something right. Let's reflect on that for a second. And when she kind of sat back and she was like, oh my gosh, you know what? You're right. I have been working my butt off. I'm like, yes, you have. So sometimes it's reflecting on our successes to remind us how we are listening to our inner compass. And also, I want you to reflect on sometimes your mistakes, because the mistakes are our greatest lessons. Don't beat yourself up with those mistakes. That's not what they're there for. They're only mistakes if you keep doing it over and over again. But if you make a mistake and you learn from that and you get back up and you keep going, that was your lesson. So these are great moments to reflect on. So remember that when you're getting in sync with your inner compass. The last thing I want to talk about is your inner compass will always give you the courage to be who you are. It will continually remind you of what you're capable of, who you are, and how amazing you are. Tap into that. Tap into the courage that is you, the things that are your strengths, the things that are your weaknesses, the things that make you unique. That's your authentic self. You're in there. You're totally in there. So tap into it. Your inner compass is telling you, that little voice inside your head, those feelings. When you do something amazing, you're like, wow, I really am great. It's like you are. Tap into that. Your compass is telling you that. Okay, Army, grab your compasses. This weekend, tap into that inner compass that is you. Pay attention to all those emotions and those things that are happening. Why are they coming up? Check for the consistencies in your life. Start writing them down. It's okay. That I always tell everyone, journal, journal, journal. These are great things to do because consistencies are going to start coming up when you really pay attention. Pay attention to all those green lights, those stoplights, and those detours. Those are the consistent things you got to pay attention to. Reflect on your successes and your mistakes. They will guide you. They will always remind you who you are. And have the courage to be your authentic self. Have a great Friday, Army! Bye!